Today on the show, I'm making the ultimate chocolate treat, which I have to hide from Scott because he's always in that treat drawer. And, of course, there's fiber in it because I'm the fiber queen. Hello! I love chocolate. I am such a chocolate lover. I mean, it's the only really thing that I will like go out and search for. I have a chocolate drawer in the house and you know, but I'm really good at like not always foraging in it, but there's a drawer in my house full of chocolate. Anyway, this recipe is cinch, but you need to have 8 ounces of chocolate. Now, what does 8 ounces of chocolate look like? Well, it looks like this many, okay? That's that many, but we're gonna show you. Now, I love scales. It's really important when you're doing certain baking or recipes or when I'm writing cookbooks, I weigh stuff. So I already pre-weighed this, and what does it say? Oh, it's 8.1 ounces. How much is that? 7.9. Okay, it's 8 ounces now, all right? So that's what you need for the recipe. So you're going to break it up into little pieces and put it into a pot that has a heavy bottom. It should be heavy. If it's a skinny pot, it won't work. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Okay, so on the stove over low heat. And don't be running anywhere. Don't be answering the phone. Don't do anything except for let this chocolate melt. All right, because scorched chocolate is a sin in certain countries. So we'll just break this all up. The reason I'm breaking it up is it's going to melt faster than if I just stuck a whole big blob in here, which I just did, which I will take out. So you're going to melt this slowly, very, very slowly. And I'm just going to watch it until it just melts. So you know what? Just go talk to your friends while I do all the work for you, okay? I got your back. The trick to melting chocolate is to undermelt it. In other words, you can see that it's almost melted, and when it gets to look like this, then you're going to turn the heat off. If it's a gas stove, it's electric, you're going to take it off the heat, and you're going to let it continue to melt without any heat on the bottom. Because if you scorch it, it's wrecked. And then it's just going to melt on its own, okay? So I'm going to leave that there for a second. And the next ingredient that I'm going to add is this butt-blowing cereal. Okay, so you can pick any high-fiber cereal, but it's better if you pick these little kind of crunchy nuggets ones. There's a bunch of different brands that make it, but it's loaded in fiber. And this, when I mix it into the chocolate, it gets coated in the chocolate and it becomes this sort of crunchy chocolate wonderful treat. Okay, so let's look at the, oh my gosh, you see how that the chocolate has almost finished melting all on its own without the heat. There's just one little piece that needs to get melted, so we'll let it sit there. When the cereal has been added, I'm going to drop it onto a cookie sheet, remembering that a cookie sheet has no edges, and that's lined with parchment paper. And then I'm going to spread it all out, and then we let it set for like 20 minutes, if we can do it. All right, okay, you can see that all of the chocolate has melted, and now I'm going to add all of the cereal and stir until it's coated. And then just put it out onto your prepared pan. You can totally lick the pot. I'm going to. Okay. And then holding the parchment paper so it doesn't fly all over the place, you're going to spread this out. But you don't want to have any spaces in it because when this sets, you're going to break it into pieces. So I'm just sort of pounding it out lightly so that it's sort of even. The trickiest part of the recipe is that after it's set, you have to break it. And that is really hard sometimes, okay? So that's about right. Just keep spreading it. You don't want it to be too thick or it doesn't break very well. Okay. Sort of looks like wet, coarse sand. And that's it. Seriously. If you can't pull this off, we need to have a chat. You need to send me a text, a comment, and go, I couldn't pull it. Hello, I will help you. This is cinch. All right, so we're going to let that set for 20 minutes, and I'm going to lick the bowl. Okay, so I couldn't wait the 20 minutes. Anyway, the house is too warm, and I stuck it in the fridge. So it won't be this dull. It should be a little shinier. So this serves 1 or 16. Okay, so you're going to break it very carefully into 16 pieces, and it's really hard to do. But basically, you kind of karate chop it in the middle and kind of bend it. Oh, okay. So there. Oh, gee, I got a little bit of chocolate on my hand. And so there's going to be about 16 of these. Hold the phone. Scott, get out of my chocolate drawer. Oh my God, that man is going to drive me crazy. Okay, I am so hiding this, but I'm serious. One of these pieces, it still hasn't quite set. That's worth 7 grams of fiber. Okay, you're welcome. And remember, peace, love, and fiber no matter what. And if you have a chocolate drawer, make sure it's not so easy to find so your husband knows where it is. See you next time. Oh, I guess I have to eat this one.